These sheriff's deputies caught on camera a huge gator taking a stroll through someone's lawn. But it wasn't just any walk. This beast was heading straight for the neighborhood lake. The gator's heavy body dragging across the grass, its powerful legs pushing its scaly frame forward, inch by inch. It's a heart-pounding moment, knowing this predator is so close to home. This isn't just another day, it's a real-life scare, right in your own backyard. In Tampa, Florida, the streets became a wild scene when a bold alligator decided to take a walk on the wild side. Not your usual jaywalker, this gator was feisty, hissing at anyone daring enough to come close. The police were on it, though. One brave officer, baton in hand, didn't flinch. With a quick move, he looped a rope around the gator's mouth, pulling it into the street for a safe takedown. It's a risky job, but hey, someone's got to do it to keep the streets safe.
Coming, Shandar.
A massive 300 kilograms tiger is spotted crossing the road, and it's all caught on camera. The sheer size of this majestic beast is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. Those who witnessed it couldn't believe their eyes. The fear was real as they watched this powerful creature walk across the asphalt. It's a rare sight, one that reminds us of the wildness that still exists in the world, and just how thrilling and terrifying nature can be when it's just a few feet away. This is a heart-stopping moment. This man finds a king cobra in his house. He thinks he's got it under control with a stick, but nope, the cobra has other plans. It rises up, hood flared wide, and the man? He's frozen, shocked by the sheer size and might of this venomous visitor. It's a standoff in his own living room, a wild encounter that's way too close for comfort. A wildlife handler is suddenly under attack by a cheetah. In a flash, his colleague jumps into action, trying to pull the cheetah away. It's a tense and dangerous dance between man and the fastest land animal. Every second counts as they work to defuse the situation, showcasing the unpredictable nature of working with wild animals. It's a stark reminder of the risks these brave handlers face every day. Imagine you're on a boat, and out of nowhere, killer whales start bumping against it. It's a dramatic scene caught on video right off the coast of Spain. But hold on, the experts say these giant creatures are just being playful. Even though they're called killer whales, they're not out to harm. They're known to be curious and sometimes like to play a bit rough. So while it might look like a fierce attack, it's really just a bunch of ocean giants having a bit of fun in the waves. A 10-year-old boy faces a terrifying encounter right outside his home. The footage shows the harrowing moments as a dog attacks. The struggle, lasting an agonizing 2 minutes, prompts the boy's father to share this video. You can clearly see the boy gets mauled and dragged by the dog on the street. A couple of bikers, cruising through a forest sanctuary, got the shock of their lives. Out of the greenery, a massive tiger emerges, its eyes locked on the bikers. With a burst of speed, it darts out from behind and gives chase. Can you imagine the adrenaline rush? The fear? Luckily, it's a short-lived pursuit, as the tiger retreats back into the jungle after just a few seconds. But those moments? They're captured forever on camera, a thrilling escape from the clutches of one of nature's most formidable predators. This bison's just minding its own business. And these tourists have a dangerously poor understanding of personal space. But oh no, this bison's not having it. With a snort and a stomp, he's off, and so is the chase. Tourists scatter as they try to outrun the beast. Let's just say, they got more nature than they bargained for. Remember, folks, wildlife's not a fan of paparazzi. These tourists were on a lake, enjoying the breeze, when suddenly, a wild hippo locks eyes with them. This colossal creature turns into a submarine with attitude, giving these guys the chase of a lifetime. Dive, resurface, repeat. This hippo's got moves. Moral of the story, don't mess with the locals, especially if they weigh a ton and have teeth like bananas. This shocking moment was caught on camera when a woman steps out of her car and is suddenly attacked by a tiger. You can clearly see the woman as the tiger tries to drag her into the jungle. This is a terrifying moment that will surely traumatize this poor woman. In a frightening incident at Yellowstone, captured on video, tourists get dangerously close to a bison. The tension escalates until the animal charges, launching a 9-year-old girl into the air. The screams are real, the danger immediate. Thankfully, the girl from Florida will recover. This alarming encounter serves as a warning. Wild animals are unpredictable and powerful, and even in popular tourist spots, it's crucial to keep a safe distance. A peaceful boat ride turns wild when a hippo bursts out of the water. That's right, this hefty hippo wasn't content just lounging around. It gave chase, and suddenly it's a race on the river. Hippos may look slow, but they're surprisingly speedy in the water. It's a heart-thumping, paddle-fast moment that has everyone on the boat rethinking their peaceful cruise. Nature's full of surprises, and this hippo sure delivered one. This man's just enjoying some downtime on his porch in North Carolina when, out of the blue, a black bear sneaks up on him. They lock eyes for a tense moment, each sizing up the other. Then, just as quickly as it appeared, the bear bolts, startled by the sudden standoff. Turns out, this isn't the bear's first visit. It's been known to rummage through the bins, hunting for a snack. It's a wild world out there, and sometimes it comes knocking right at your door. Imagine you're on a safari, excited for adventure, when suddenly, a giant elephant turns your trip into a heart-pounding viral sensation. Caught on camera, this massive bull elephant doesn't just greet the tourists, it attacks their truck, nearly flipping it over. Inside, it's chaos, tourists ducking between seats, a tense standoff with the driver. It's a raw display of nature's might, a reminder that on a safari, you're truly in the wild. In this tragic turn of events captured on video, a man approaches an elephant near Yala National Park in Sri Lanka. The elephant, seemingly peaceful at first, is provoked by the man's gestures. In a misguided attempt to hypnotize the elephant, the man stands his ground, only to be charged and tragically trampled. This man clearly learned his lesson. The wild is not to be joked with. A severed rattlesnake head, still dangerous even after being cut off. This guy probably didn't believe it. He went for a touch, probably to look cool or just out of pure curiosity. Big mistake. In a split second, the head turned and this guy got a nasty bite from those sharp fangs. Rattlesnakes' reflexes can still pack a punch, even after death. Never underestimate Mother Nature, and definitely don't mess with a rattlesnake, severed head or not.
This is when I die. Nope.
This hiker's out for a peaceful hike, enjoying nature's beauty, when suddenly, a wild cougar appears. For an intense 6 minutes, the cougar stalked and charged, its eyes locked on him, its body poised to pounce. Every step he took, the cougar mirrored, ready to strike. Thankfully, this story ends with the hiker safe, but it's a wild encounter that'll leave your pulse racing and a newfound respect for these majestic, yet fearsome creatures of the wild. Sometimes, we're not always at the top of the food chain.
Yeah, get the away.
A regular guy's just fishing off the coast, when out of nowhere, he hears a strange whooshing sound. Before he knows it, a massive tiger shark emerges, its jaws wide open. In a terrifying flash, the shark clamps down on his kayak, taking a chunk right out of it. This is one close call, and luckily, this guy lived to tell the tale. But let's face it, that's enough to make anyone think twice about their next fishing trip. A group of fishermen, out in the open waters, suddenly find themselves face to face with a tiger. With no place to run, they do the only thing they can, make noise and splash the water, hoping to scare the big cat away. Their hearts pound as the tiger eyes them, considering its next move. Then, as tension peaks, their efforts pay off. The tiger turns tail and runs, leaving the fishermen in relief and awe. Imagine moving into your dream home, only to find it's a nightmare crawling with snakes. That's what happened to this woman. Just after settling in, her dog found a snake in the garage. But that was just the start. They found 9 more over the next week, and a snake wrangler confirmed their worst fears, an underground den, likely home to these slithery squatters for 2 years. Now, that is a terrifying discovery.
There we go.
Talk about a close shave with the ocean's apex predator. On a dive, a great white shark, lured by bait, crashed right through a safety cage. Imagine being the diver inside as the bars gave way and the shark thrashed inside the cage. Heart racing, the diver made a split-second decision to duck through the hole made by the shark, narrowly avoiding an encounter of the toothy kind. That was too close for comfort. A massive rhino on the loose, charging down the street with unstoppable force. Panic spreads as this powerhouse of the animal kingdom sets its sights on anyone in its path. People scatter, hearts race, and the pounding of the rhino's feet echoes through the air. This rhino's rampage is a clear message. Respect the might of nature, especially when it comes barreling down your road. Now, here's a video that'll send shivers down your spine. Imagine waking up and heading to the bathroom, only to find a 12-foot python peeking out from your toilet. That's right, a massive snake just casually making an appearance where you least expect it. Sometimes, the wild finds its way into our homes in the most unexpected ways. So next time you're about to sit down, maybe take a quick peek first. It could save you from the fright of your life. This group of kayakers, paddling along, soaking up the sun, and enjoying the calm waters. Out of the blue, a huge hippo surfaces, its massive head breaking the water's peace. Hearts skip a beat, but thankfully, this giant decides it's not showtime and leaves the kayakers be. When you're kayaking in hippo territory, you're just a visitor, and it's their rules that apply. Lucky for these folks, it was just a surprise pop-up, not a chase. This man approaches his dad's front door, completely unaware of the huge snake coiled in the porch light fixture above. As he reaches for the door, the snake strikes, biting the man right in the face. It's a shocking and painful encounter that reminds us to always keep an eye out, because danger can lurk in the most ordinary places. Who knew a simple visit to Dad's house could turn into a horrifying and painful scene? When you're out on the water, you've got to be ready for anything. This woman's peaceful paddleboarding session turns into a heart-stopping encounter when an alligator makes a beeline for her. As the gator closes in with jaws ready, she does the unthinkable. She pushes back with her paddle. It's a daring move that pays off, sending the giant intruder sliding away.
Look how close he is to me. He came after me and tried to bite my paddleboard.